Our history is rich and vibrant, which inspires us to move as a nation. It speaks to the many experiences and challenges through which we never give up. So, as we celebrate our past and our present, let us strive to overcome and build on the legacy left behind by our forefathers. Hi there, everyone. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday's edition of Jamaica Magazine. Please make yourself comfortable. We'll be right back. On Get the Facts this week, we highlight another aspect of the Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ's quest to provide mentorship support to its beneficiaries.
Welcome to Get the Facts. This is the program that provides you with information on the government's policies, programs, and initiatives. I'm Theodore Henry. The Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ, has been facilitating the growth of micro, small enterprises, MSMEs, through a range of products and services. Now, these products and services are offered through partnerships with several business services intermediaries, or as we say and will say in this interview, BSIs. And they come in the form of coaching, mentorship, monitoring, and project management with a host of other features. Today we speak with one of the BSIs, the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center. Managing Director Carlington Burrell is my guest in studio. Welcome to the program, Mr. Burrell.
Thank you, Theo.
All right.
Great to be here.
Excellent, excellent. So let's get some facts.
Indeed.
Share with us an overview of the services your company offers. And I'm going to lead you a little bit here because I'm very interested in the title of your company, the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center. It sounds techie.
It is.
But it sounds climate.
Because
climate is in the title.
Yes, it is.
So share with us an overview.
No problem. So the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, we started out supporting entrepreneurs within the green space. As you mentioned, the word innovation and climate is in it. So what we do, we combine both. We call green tech.
Green tech, all
yes, right. Or climate technologies. So I'm going to get into what we mean, what is meant by green tech.
Please.
So we started out as a project by the Scientific Research Council and another institution in Trinidad, CARIRI, which is a Caribbean Industrial Research Institute.
Right.
So both government of Jamaica and Trinidad managed this project, ended in 2018. Since then, we became an independent entity, still working with the Scientific Research Council to support entrepreneurs across 15 CARICOM market countries.
Ah.
Right. So, as you indicated, we're one of DBJ's BSI. Clean tech.
Yeah.
What do we mean by clean tech?
Right.
One of our entrepreneurs from one of our program, which is the Climate Launchpad program, he developed a formula. He called it the D30 formula. He said that currently this formulation is more sustainable than the E10 solution. It's more environmentally friendly, and it's also it is cheaper to produce.
Right.
We had a national program. We advanced to the regional program. And in the regional program, we have 13 countries, 29 teams, including Central and South America, Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, you name it.
Right.
He competed against 29 teams in the regionals. he was placed first.
Ah, big stuff.
Yes.
Big stuff.
Big stuff.
So in terms of the idea of clean tech, this deals with the impact of a business's technology, the technology that we're using on the overall environment.
Yes.
All right.
Because what we want, innovation for us is important.
Yeah.
We don't want to look at the run of the mill.
Right.
We want to think outside of the box.
Grow big.
Grow big.
Fast.
Move fast.
Right.
And of course, because what you're looking at, we want to see how can we adapt more to the effects of climate change. And in order to do that, we have to drive innovation. So innovation is a very big part of what we do.
So I just have one more question on this. Is it innovating for climate change or innovating and keeping climate change in mind?
So we have two. We have seen both of that.
Okay.
We have seen innovating for climate change, and we have seen innovation bearing climate change in mind.
Understood. So your company promotes climate smart technology, and
Yes.
I'm curious what the take-up is like among the MSMEs. Do they get it? Are they like, what's the take-up like?
You'll be surprised to see every time we run a program, there's hundreds of applications across the Caribbean. And Jamaica's the ecosystem is very developed.
Okay.
And we have seen quite a number of innovative ideas coming out of Jamaica. For instance, we have 3 teams qualified to the regionals. 2 of them made it to the global grand finals. And the other one that never make it to the global grand finals because he'd never submitted his pitch. And he'd done that, we'd have all 3. We'd have 100% success rate.
Standing on that global stage, eh?
Yes, indeed.
It stands to reason that Jamaica would have a big footprint in this.
Yes, it does.
Even recent events.
It does.
Would give us that. Now, I want to talk about your passion for the growth of the MSEs. This has guided your partnership with DBJ.
Yes.
Right? Give me a little backstory on that drive.
So what we found, or find that really happened is that we have several programs.
Right.
For example, the Climate Launchpad program is an idea stage.
Right.
Entrepreneurs or aspirants, a person who wants to be an entrepreneur, they can just come in and submit their ideas, talk to us about their ideas. And that is like the pipeline to more advanced programs.
Right.
We have our boot camp program, we have our accelerator, incubator program. And because of all these programs, DBJ, we found that we were so aligned with DBJ. And a matter of fact, they fund almost all of our programs, from the Climate Launchpad to the Accelerator program to the boot camp. And we even do what we call idea generation sessions. Now, idea generation sessions where we invite persons to come, to listen.
Throw it out there.
Just throw it out there. And we have sector experts who speak to the various challenges. So we invite someone from agriculture, someone from technology, someone from transportation.
To inspire ideas.
To inspire ideas.
Right.
Speak about the challenges, the biggest challenges they face in these space. And then the entrepreneurs would formulate solutions to these challenges.
Right. The little I know of the entrepreneur space, I know innovation has to be targeted towards a pain point.
Yes.
It can't just be done
Exactly. And that's exactly what the idea generation session does.
All right. So you found that you and the DBJ had equal interest.
Yes.
Until the partnership was forged.
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
When did that happen?
This happened back in 2018.
Yes.
So, because our program, we were growing and the ecosystem was building up more. And a matter of fact, the ecosystem is so strong in Jamaica because of the support of DBJ and the financing. And I want to not just mention the financing, but I want to also mention the supporting pillars around the financing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a DBJ conversation with your pillars. I can tell you that.
For sure.
Right.
So, with DBJ, they finance also, we finance the entrepreneur, but we provide several services. We provide mentorship.
Hold on. There are a few things I need to ask you before I get there.
Okay.
And our guests have been getting the facts, but we're going to give you a small break. The Development Bank of Jamaica is about facilitating the growth of MSEs with financing and other support, which we are going to get into through its Innovation Grant Fund and the Ignite products. Now, the conversation with one of the DBJ's support intermediaries, Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, continues on the other side of this break. I'm going to ask you not to go anywhere. It gets more interesting. Stay with us.
nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica. Original.
Welcome back to Get the Facts. We are talking about the vital services of MSMEs being provided by the Development Bank of Jamaica through its Business Support Intermediaries initiative. Still in studio is Managing Director of the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, Carlington Burrell. All right, Sir Burrell, let's keep it going.
Yes.
Let's keep it going. Now, you started talking about pillars before we crossed the break.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you about some of the support that you offer to beneficiaries of the DBJ's Ignite facility. Because I mentioned DBJ is all about the pillars, but they're also always talking about the fact it's not just money.
You're right, it's not just money.
So, tell us about that.
Okay, right. It's not just money, but I want to mention that last year we got $15 million from the DBJ.
Is that a lot? Is that a...
Yes, it is. It is.
Good.
Because if you come into our center, you get $3 million to just have an idea.
Oh.
You don't need to have no business, nothing.
I'm glad I asked.
But the idea must be registered.
Right.
$3 million, just have an idea.
All right.
If your business is commercialized and making about, more than say 40 million a year, then you can get about up to $7 million. So last year we got $50 million from DBJ. Mm-hmm. This year, $30 million.
All right,
double.
Right.
And next year we're looking to even increase that. So we move from 4 to 6 entrepreneurs. We want to increase the number of entrepreneurs that we support.
Right.
So if you have noticed that there's a greater takeoff into the services that we provide. And you mentioned pillars, because it's not just about the financing.
Right.
So what we realize that when you come out of the Climate Launchpad program, which is just an idea stage, now you start getting the financing.
Okay.
And then you build the pillars around the financing, which is the mentoring, the coaching, the business support services.
What do I do with the financing?
And the peer-to-peer learning.
Okay.
So what you do with the financing, we do an assessment at exactly where your business is at and how we can advance your business, either through the purchase of equipment, purchase of a consultation, legal services. You want to do a patent, you want to do copyright, so we look at those IP policies and laws as well.
So I'm getting a sense that it's when you say assessment, it's not simply seeing what you have, but also making a recommendation.
We also make a recommendation.
Need that.
Exactly.
Need to go here. Okay.
Exactly. So they will put in their application form, and no two entrepreneurs is the same. So when they come, we do assess each entrepreneur, and then we look at their needs. How do we get them to advance in their current space, entering new markets, selling new products, or increasing sales. And through all of that, bottom line, creating jobs.
Creating jobs, yes, I can imagine.
Yes.
Now, what are some of the tangible benefits that you've seen so far can be created? You've helped businesses. How many are you helping right now?
Right now, we're helping about 15 entrepreneurs in 5 different programs.
All right, I'm not asking you to really call any names, you can if you want, but what are some of the benefits that you've seen with this partnership with DBJ for them and for Jamaica as a whole?
Personally, so far, we have created, since 2016, we have created about 205 jobs. 150 directly, another 100 plus indirectly. Now that speaks to the importance and the impact that DBJ has been having in this space.
And these aren't, I have to ask.
Yes.
These are jobs or I'm not asking this well. Are these seasonal one-time jobs or are they employment?
Yeah, I understand that. Yes. And these are full-time employment.
Right.
Since we became a legal entity, it was just 2 of us. And now we're 7 strong. every year we take about 6 or 7 interns from the University of the West Indies, from University of Technologies.
As a launchpad on its own.
As a launchpad on its own.
Right.
So we support interns as well from the University of Technology, especially because we have a very good, nice partnership there from the University of the West Indies and from CMU.
Ah, I see. 205.
Yes.
Right. And
Yes.
the money is increasing, the entrepreneurs are increasing, I'm assuming the jobs.
Yes, and it's bringing the jobs.
I got you.
Yes.
Financing. We've been talking about mentoring, we've talking about business development, but of course the money matters.
It always matters.
So financing is critical to the MSMEs,
Yes.
the MSEs, but what other, I want you to talk a bit more about the business development, because there are some people who have an idea,
Right.
but perhaps feel like I don't have business acumen.
Oh, yes.
So how does that business development work?
We have seen quite a few persons coming in with brilliant ideas, but they're not entrepreneurs.
Right. You know, I'm scared of money and
They're scared of running the business and all of that. What we do, we encourage one of two things. Either they can patent the idea and sell it to someone who have the business acumen,
Right.
who have the time to dedicate to the program,
Right.
or they can have partnerships. So we do encourage partnerships, persons to come in, but what we want to see is the advancement of these businesses. And you know, one of DBJ's signature program is the Ignite program. And that's a program that we got the 50 million and now 30 million, and want to increase that going forward next year.
Right.
It's a very solid program. We support idea stage, commercialize companies, and we want to really, grow in that space.
I see, and you also mentioned the fact that you have these entrepreneurs rubbing shoulders with each
Yes,
other.
yes.
I'm sure linkages are happening there.
Definitely.
All right, we're pretty much fresh out of time, but I wish we had some more time to talk about this, but I want you to take this moment to speak directly to our audience.
Okay.
Many of them, I'm sure, have some brilliant ideas.
I'm sure.
Hearing about this stuff for the
Yes.
first time. 2 things I want you to do. I want you to give them your message,
Okay.
but also give them a bit of any of the upcoming programs and ideas they can be a part of.
Okay.
It's your moment.
All right, thanks. So feel free to come into the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center. We charge absolutely nothing for you to share your idea, for you to build your idea, because we're here for you, right? We're the one that is de-risking you so you can advance yourself. Idea, business, prototype, reach out to us at info@caribbeancic.com, or you can reach us at the Scientific Research Council. That's where we're based. Don't be afraid. Don't shy away from your idea. Step forward. We'll help you to be the future star of tomorrow.
All right. So for more information on the products and the services of the DBJ, you can visit their website. I think we'll have that on screen. It's dbankjm.com or thinkbige.com. This has been Get the Facts. Today's guest was Managing Director of the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, Carlington Burrell. And I want to thank you for watching. I don't want you to just watch, though. Respond to the call. Respond to the call. You got the email address. You got the location. If you have the next big idea, respond to the call. This has been Get the Facts, and until next time, I'm Theodore Henry. Take good care.
George William Gordon, now Right Excellent George William Gordon, national hero, was born in 1815, the son of a Scottish father and an enslaved Jamaican mother. He got a call to make the world a better place, and for that he was never forgiven. You should know then that conditions in Jamaica then were just unbelievable. People were suffering, 311,000 persons in 1838, enslaved, received their freedom and were just thrown outside. And what George William Gordon did, he bought lands and he cut up the lands and allowed the poor, the dispossessed, to have access to the land. And his colleagues did not like that. He chastised the governor in meetings right at the space that the governor needed to do more for the people. And the governor didn't like it, called him a mischief maker. And this is the space where George William Gordon came to, as it were, give up himself because he heard they were looking for him. And from here, he was taken to St. Thomas, where he was tried and hanged on the 23rd of October, 1865. And he reached the Friday, and they hanged him the Monday morning. But before he was hanged, he asked for permission to write a letter to his dear wife, Lucy. He had married this lady, Shannon, Lucy Shannon. He married her, and he asked that he could write a letter, and they allowed him to write the letter. That would have been Sunday night, early Monday morning. He wrote the letter to say that he was innocent. And if anything that he did that was bad, was to help poor people.
How well do you know your island home? Well, in this next feature, we take you on a tour of one of our beautiful parishes. Take a look.
You may know it for its 7 miles of pristine coastline, its unmistakable sunsets, or moving houses on trailers. You may see it in the news for its motorcycles, but there's so much more to the island's most westerly parish. We decided to give you a little peek. So come now, come around the bend with us in Westmoreland.
Come and get your fish at the border. We have our nice seafood. We have conch, we have steamed fish, we have bami, we have soup. If you come to the border, believe you me, you will never stop coming to the border.
If you're looking for an in-depth history lesson, you won't find it in this feature. Be sure to head on over to jis.gov.jm for a parish profile. What you'll get though is some good food and some breathtaking sights around these parts. When sugar was king, it was the center of economic life. And it was from these lands that Jamaica's road to independence was paved. Just look up the 1938 riots and the passage of universal adult suffrage in 1944. Up the road and round the bend, you'll find persons who came here to supply manpower. Yes, we're talking about Chinese and Indian indentured servants, and their influences live on. Negril is not the only capital of casual here in Westmoreland. What do you think about Bluefields?
Yeah, you can come and get your fresh fruit in White House.
Come and visit Peter Touch home, Belmont, Westmoreland. We all over there hang out and go and eat fish and ital.
Yeah, and the people coming down at the old wharf near to the front of the MCB bank there. But they move that ship good.
We came further up the hill, round the bend, to a place called Good Hope in Westmoreland, where our locals told us about a great house, right? The Whitehall Great House.
Great House.
This is our tour guide. He's a former worker there, Mr. Seaford Pringle. Right. He was just telling us about the produce that came from there.
Yeah.
You said logwood.
Logwood, pimento.
Pimento.
Yeah.
Clifford, thanks for sharing the great house with us.
Okay.
And see you next
Yeah,
time.
welcome.
You've seen our mountains, you've seen our springs, you've even seen our rivers. But did you know that we have a blue hole too? We're going to check that out right now. Westmoreland is also home to the Seaford Town German settlement. It's too far up the road for today, but you can visit when you have some time. They have a museum and the people are very warm and welcoming. Just tell them the JIS sent you.
One love, one heart. Come on down to Negril, you're gonna feel alright.
The tour done. I hope you had fun and you learned a little bit more about this western wonderland called Westmoreland.
That's all the time we have left today on this show. Do join us again tomorrow on this same station for another exciting installment of Jamaica Magazine. To rewatch this offering or other content like this, visit our website, jis.gov.jm. From all of us here at the JIS, have yourself a wonderful Sunday. I'm Adrian Atkinson. See you next time.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.